Breathing long and deep. We're looking for the space between. We're looking for the space between the breaths when our mind is most at rest. We're looking at the space between a walk when there's no stress on the body, on the joints. The space between the heartbeats when you're feeling light and sense of freedom, and that moment, that split second where there is no time, there is no space. Release down into that place. Bringing your mind into a sense of nothingness. A sense of just empty as empty can be. Just full of space. Full of space. Full of availability. Of sustenance. Release and letting go and melting the fingers, the forearms, the elbows, the shoulders, down through the rib cage. Release, let go in the low back. Long, deep breaths in. Just allow yourself to be here right now in this moment, 100%. Just becoming free with each breath. With each moment, we keep that focus on the breath and releasing, letting go space. The body begins to function at the best its ability. All the cells start to know that you're there and attending with them. Your attention and intention down deep in your body and your cells, they know that you are there, taking time to be at peace in your temple. Reach those hands open, and just bring the fingertips up so your hands are flexed back. Flex your hands back. Open your shoulders, elbows down to the mat, and then press them into the mat. So you're reaching the tailbone down to the mat, but you're reaching, and then get onto your fingertips and, bend your hands and reach the heels of your hands more forward, plant them on the mat. So you're pulling out of the shoulders, basically. You're stretching these shoulders. Yin is just a love out along. So you're just kind of moving around like an inchworm, and then go ahead and place all 10 fingers nice and spread open on the mat, reaching out of the wrist joints, out of the shoulder joints, out of the back, just elongating through your entire ness and your entire self. Couple more breaths there. Wiggle your toes if you're starting to get a little sleepy in those toes, right? And then let those shoulders and everything go. Bend your arms and elbows and come into, bring the elbows down to the knees. Open up those shoulders nice and round. And then we're just going to go ahead and press in and lift your head up just a little bit. Hands come up. Again, we'll come back to that original little posture there. Now we're gently going to go side to side here. Side to side in this, I don't know, wide-legged. I don't know if this meeting is going to cut off at 40 minutes. I have to buy the package to have unlimited meeting times. So if we do get cut off, it won't happen again. I only have 40 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. Bring those knees together for me now, and then gently, gently come down as far as you can go comfortably. If you need to put, very important, you can go grab washcloths and put between your knees or have them for your yoga practice if your hinges need some help. I'm going to go to my forearms first because you know what? My hinges need a lot of time to settle in to this practice, to this posture. So breathing and letting go and using those hands, nice and 90 degrees angle and shoulders drawn away from your face, elongate through your neck, bend that tailbone, tuck it down as much as you can. You know, you're just as small as your own rock. And your rock is as big as your rock is, and that's what it is, you know? Temperance. I don't know why tempered glass, I don't know why temperance came in. I'm going to have to look that one up because all of a sudden temperance came in. So tuck your chin under now and round. Oh my goodness. Round, round, round. I really hate having to mute you guys because I really want to hear what you have to say, but it affects the technology. It does. So I want you to just bring those hands up to behind your head as you're tucking under, and just I want you to just let go of your belly button, pull that belly button in and round that back all the way out, and maybe get all the way down there and find your head to the mat. Elbows are squared out. I want you to have a lot of stability in this class this morning in your shoulders. We're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders every day that we have to brush off. We have to feed our immune system love. We have to be stronger than fear. We have to be happy. So the more joyful we are, the better, right? Come up onto your hands. Let's go ahead and find a tabletop pose. Find a tabletop pose. And open those knees a little bit. Just find the table first. Fingers nice and spread. Go every time we're moving through the practice, go ahead. It's a ripple effect. Start, with the fingers and move up the wrists and the shins, the arm shins. Oh my gosh. And the biceps and pulling those in, and the chest is open, and the belly button is tucked and pulled in, and the tailbone is pulled in. So it's like there's a string between your booty and your butthole, and there is a little man in there tightening, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then all the way down your legs and even in, so the tops of your feet are on the mat. Just press into the tops of your feet in the mat, okay? You relax in the neck. Head and neck are long, shoulders long. And then go ahead and tuck those toes underneath. Pull and push, 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 push. Push, push. Push, push, and release. And toes long, and inhale up, cow, monster, cow, monster, cow, and cat. Tuck the toes under for cat. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, cow. Looking for a nice long release. Tuck the toes under and cat, and really get into your kitty. I'm glad my dog's not trained for kitty, because my mom trained my other dog. Go ahead and release. Every time I said kitty, the dog would go crazy. Now, I'm not going to say W-A-L-K, because, see, she doesn't know how to spell. Turn it up. Down dog. We're going to take a nice long down dog. Our yin practice is about getting really, really deep in the myofascial. We got to break up all those couch fibers from our leg. Rose is probably still working down there. But we need to break up the fibers. The body is like, it has its own moss. Like we're trees, and that moss, the more sedentary you are, the more moss you have. So we have to break our moss up. Belly button in, pull it in, and send that tailbone high to the sky. Oh, and open the shoulders and reach the heart down to the earth. And, oh. And then relax and press those heels down as much as you can. Press them down. Remember, a soft bend in the knees and the elbows, especially for hypermobile people, and then really reaching. So if you pull that belly button down to the thighs, then you're opening in those shoulders. Don't go too far, but we got to get some really awesome stress on our joints today. Remember, fingertips are freaking squeezed into the mat too. Finger toes, toes squeezed into the mat. Couple more breaths, you got this. If you need to come down before, because you're so out of shape, do that. You're not out of shape. That's a terrible thing to say. Go ahead. There is no shape. There is no shape. We're going to go ahead now and bring your hands both to the left side and walk or step the right foot to the top of the mat. Top of the mat. And we're just going to release in this runner's lunge for a second. I want it to be a very active yin practice. I need a lot of hands today. So here what I'm doing is placing the fingertips so very wide, and I'm placing a lot of weight on those hands. Shoulders are wrapped open so that if I were to come down, I would come down a little bit like this in a yogi push-up. My head and neck are easy and long. And go ahead and slowly get that knee knee closer and closer and closer and closer to the mat, and drop that knee down into the mat. And elongate, put the top of the foot onto the mat. Now I want you to press in that right front leg. Press in so that you're really getting elongate, and then begin to take the weight out of the hands, walking that down, maybe 2-3 steps. Oh my gosh, I can't, I couldn't see you guys even if you were there, because my vision would never be able to see those tiny boxes. Oh, what we learn in the life adventures. Thanks for showing up. Drop those elbows down if you can. If not, that's okay. You know, if you could find, yin is about really, let's reach deep, safely. I've been trying to make these masks, and I had a couple of days where in the beginning I put too many, I put a couple liners in mine so that they were a little thicker, and then I got real frustrated, and because when I went to put the pleats in, it was like sewing through thousands of fabrics, and it kept breaking needles and thread, and so I had to finish my first 20 by hand. Oh. And then for 2 days I broke 3 needles, and then my sewing machine, I think, was possessed. Something that, I don't know, a button got pressed. So I had to sit that down. So I had to rest. I just had to put it away and put it out of my heart. And let's go ahead and lift up out of there a little bit. Oh, this feels really great. Thanks for coming. Go ahead and bring that hip back. Slowly now. Slowly back, slowly, and then forward again. And then just walk that right foot out a few steps, few more steps, and then go ahead and straighten that front leg up for your splits posture. If you have a block, you can put it underneath your hip there. You can take a full split if you want to try. I'm going to be out of meeting time, and we're only going to be partially through one leg. I wonder if it cuts me off. This is such a great experiment, though. I want to have yoga at my house in the yard soon. Technically, I could probably get 5-6 people here. We could be 20 feet apart. But I don't like this air stuff saying it's in the air. So after this all blows over, I definitely want to have some outside yard yoga. We're going to go ahead and pull out of there. Let's just go ahead and come all the way out, because I did start at 9:30. I don't know, or 9 o'clock. I don't know if they're going to cancel my meeting because I don't have, or maybe they'll just say, hey, you got to pay. And I'll be like, okay, I'll pay. Go ahead and bring that left leg. We got to bring it back to downward facing dog. Sorry. Bring it back to downward dog. It's a good idea anyway. So if it does happen, I better get moving. So left leg up forward. And in that runner's lunge, just as much as you can manage. Remember that knee is always behind your foot, so you want to bring the foot out further than and press into those toes in that foot. So you get that joint action when you're engaging. I just learned this year after 6 damn years of yoga. 6? Oh, sorry, kids. You gotta squeeze those toes. And if you do squeeze those toes, it engages your knee. Holy crap. 6 years it took me to learn that. Nobody told me that in my yoga class. Maybe they did and I just didn't hear them. So, and that goes for your fingers and your wrists and all that other stuff too. So gently, 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 slowly, slowly start bending that back knee. Bend, 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 bend until you find your way down. Gently bending those elbows, reaching something a little further and a little deeper. Go ahead and stay there. I'm going to check. See if there is an option to stay a little longer. I just hadn't done that yet. I didn't decide on which platform I wanted to keep for sure. It's still recording. I don't know if it'll say anything. Awesome. Now get a little bit deeper in there. Keep releasing, especially in that right hip. And then gently coming up and flexing that front leg. Going forward, walk that foot out a lot. You know, if you go easy on yourself and slide into the postures, just allow the muscles not to be tense. It's kind of an interesting concept, really. I'm learning it now slowly. So if we get the muscles, the tension out of the muscles, allow them to understand that when we ask them to disengage, they respond well. Having a good relationship with your body, a good relationship, a loving relationship with your body. I still have my many not so great relationship qualities with my body, but working on the positives is happening. It's definitely going on. Back into table pose. Side to side, right to left. Explore the elbows and the shoulders and the hips. Explore that spine, the chest, the heart. Let's go up and down, and up and down and around. This takes a little bit of agility, right? And you're really moving in those hands, those fingertips. And let's go the other way. I feel like we're breakdancing here. But I like to shake up the joints. And then let's go forward and back in circles. Those joints feel greased, right? Oil them up. I gotta remember to drink lots of fluids today and go the other way. Remember to take your vitamins or whatever, your regime, self-love regime. Oil of oregano. Boy, I've been taking that every single day. I'm confident that it helps my good bacteria be good and get rid of what I don't need. We'll see how that goes. Whatever helps my confidence in my mind, right? Let's go ahead and take another downward facing dog. I'm going to keep teaching. If you guys, like I said, if you guys disappear, you disappear. If I could just tell Zoom, I'll go ahead and, well, I don't know, there's all these different platforms. And I had issues with connection today, so I don't know if I like that very much. Let's go ahead and right leg very high to the sky. Bend the knee, flex the foot, and then we're just going to bring that right knee to the right wrist for half pigeon pose. Half pigeon pose. Shoulders square, facing front. Knee down, maybe heel, and walk that knee back a little bit. If you've got a little bit more to go, and just go, don't make yourself go too far. Just approach where your body feels well enough to approach right now. Love a little more along the way. Restoration. We want to come to yoga to restore. Restore our strength and our balance. Whatever that is, balance, right? It's our ability to make adjustments. That's what I call it. The ability to make adjustments. Weave and bob. Weave and bobble. How can you weave and bob? Weave and bob. That's what it is, weave and bob. Weave and bob sounds like a nice little German place and out in the country. We went down to Weave and Bob and bought some homemade candles and teas and honey and brats. Keep on keeping on. Release a little deeper, coming down. If you're tense, back out. If it's too tense, back out of it. Love yourself where you're at. That's where I have to do. I constantly have to be forgiving myself for my critical mind. My mind is very critical of me. I have to make the God connection. That's how I do it. And then I back off myself. Go ahead and get out of there. Oh my goodness. One of the questions I have, I wonder if Kristen cracked in her table pose. I'm going to have to check in with you when I unmute. If everything's still there, it looks like they haven't kicked me out yet. Turn the tailbone under, toes up, and send it back into that cleansing downward dog. We can make a beautiful practice. Just with a few postures. Left leg high to the sky. Bend the knee, flex the foot, heel down. if you can. You do what you can. Remember that. It's always okay. At the end of the day, bring that left knee forward. You're going to do 100% of whatever you do, whether you do nothing at all. It just is. Some people sit and focus for hours on what they didn't do, missing out on their whole life of what they did do. It is a practice, though. It's an awareness. If you're not even awake to knowing that, then you ain't missing out on shit. Sorry. It's yoga. It's yoga. No swearing. Just come on down as far as you can. Letting go. Just engage. Keep mounting on in. Bring that foot up and just keep digging. Get a little deeper. Just as long as that's where your body is willing to go today. Remember, there's time to turn on that gas and drive on through, and there's time to slow down, chill out. Go ahead and gently and softly and slowly lift up. And bring yourself all the way back. This is nice. Feet down, bend those knees, roll it all the way down. Just hang out there for a second. I think we're just going to take a few pelvic tilts here. So pull that belly button down into the earth. Keep your hips on the mat, and then send it forward gently, lifting. Maybe I like to press my head in and lift my shoulders up off the mat and then plant it a little further down, and then elongate in the chin. And then I'll have lots of space here to tuck it under, and then push forward. And make sure you're 100% engaged and your shoulders are down. And now when you're all the way on the mat, everything is touching and you're happy in your face. And the feet are really pressing in. So that engages the knees and the quadriceps and the hips and everything. And then forward, hips forward. And bring those hips back down. Just a pelvic tilt, not hips. Thank God you guys all know me. And pull that into the mat. And forward one more time. Pull down into the mat. Knees together, dropping off the knees to the right side. Shoulders stay on the mat, gaze to the left side, or maybe just stay where you're at with your gaze. Don't go too far, too fast. We need to really pay attention right now. We don't want to have any accidents or anything, you know, even though we're working sometimes very hard at home. Cleaning sometimes takes your mind to a better place. Scrubbed carpets yesterday. Made an inside little garden the day before. Gotta plant some seeds, gotta get some life going. It'll be an awesome little kids project. Plant a couple seeds. Find some seeds from the flowers from last year. Make a little garden. Bring that gaze back to center, knees back to center. Gotta keep on growing. Keep on growing. Legs drop on over to the left. Gaze slowly comes over to the right. Keep releasing and letting go into those twists. Keep focusing and rippling down through your body with your mind, channeling energy, relaxing muscles. It's like the CEO of your mind goes down and says, hey, stay in the house. So it's like, you know, the muscles that are still out partying, tensed up, you know, they need to be told to chill. Relax. Get in the space between. The space between where there's nothingness, where there's timelessness and space, to a place beyond time and space. That's where we try to transport ourselves in our yoga practice, right? Bringing that gaze back to center, knees slowly back to center. Oh my gosh, give yourself a nice big hug. Oh, I just think maybe we should try an abs yoga. Would anybody show up to abs yoga? I wonder. I don't know. Go ahead and bring yourself all the way up into your final resting pose, Savasana. Oh, just we'll take a moment here. Let's go ahead and gently just come down on your side. And then rolling on up. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take 3 nice breaths together in your nose. And I'm going to unmute everybody so we can all say namaste together. Hold on 1 second. I can't see. Uh-oh. Is that... Let me see. I can't read that. I need my glasses. Through the age of technology. Cancel. Unmute. 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 Oh, Debbie came. Unmute. Unmute. Oh, Debbie made it. Oh, awesome. Namaste, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Oh, yay. How did it go? Was the sound good?
Sound was great.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there any, could you see me okay? Do you need, could there have been a little bit more light or did you just listen through?
I was fine, Kim. I saw everything.
And you listened and, okay.
Yeah, I was fine.
Okay. Work for you too, Kristen. Did you, so Kristen, did you crack? We both have that, that hip that cracks. Well, it doesn't crack, but it pops, makes that noise, and that was our little signature little move that happened to both of us that we giggled about. So, awesome. Debbie, did you have any problem getting in? Everybody that got email invites got in okay. Is she there? Hello? Maybe she left. Debbie, are you there? I don't know. Are you there? No? Yeah? Huh. Maybe she muted herself. I don't know. Tracy, how was your practice?
It was good.
Yeah?
I didn't complain.
Well, there was a sense of ease today that I had in my body and my joints. Did you feel that with you, or it was weird?
It was a bit of a struggle for me, but I did it.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
It was very weird. There was something my right hip got on the floor. I didn't have a lot of tension, which is, I don't know, that's kind of not, that's a new thing. That's a new thing. I like it. I've been working terribly hard on heartfelt projects, though. You know what I mean? Yesterday I scrubbed rugs and I got in a fight with the sewing machine, and I finally got the needle put back in, and at 10 o'clock, I was like, well, I'll go sew up a couple more masks, you know what I mean? Because I hadn't done it for a couple days. Oh, here, put my lace in there. Okay, cool. But anyway, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for coming. I think that, I don't know, here, I gotta definitely